What's up? How's it going? Welcome back. I hope you're all doing really well. Our friends at Phones de Guatemala sent me the Xiaomi 17T 5G. Let's check it out, but first, here's the price. It might be a little cheaper or more expensive in your country. This is just for reference, but I'm really excited because we're going to unbox one with 12 GB of RAM and 512 of internal storage. Let's get to know all its features and specs. And my first impression is that it comes with everything, right? It comes with a tool to remove the SIM tray and user manuals. Oh, that's great. It also comes with a protective case. Check this out. Take notes, Samsung, please. The king of accessories, seriously, super pro. Look at this, it's completely plastic. Okay, here we have one of its features, including a Leica periscope telephoto lens. 5 times, up to 120 times maximum zoom, 6,500 milliamp hour silicon carbon battery, 6.59-inch display at 120 Hz with eye care, MediaTek Dimensity 8500 Ultra processor. I seriously can't wait to try it out for gaming. 67-watt hypercharge and Xiaomi Hyper AI. All right, it comes with artificial intelligence, and look, it actually comes in the box. 67-watt charger and its USB Type-C cable. Take notes, Samsung. Take notes, Apple. The top dog. Look, here's another color. Wow, that's nice. Seriously, what's your favorite color? I liked both of them. I don't know, but honestly, I don't have a favorite this time. We also have a weight of 200 grams here. That's about 7.05 ounces, a thickness of 8.2 millimeters. And here on the back, its build is kind of like fiberglass. And it also has IP68 resistance, so it can be submerged in water up to 1.5 meters deep. But don't overdo it, only in fresh water. Honestly, I'd say don't even get it wet, please. And we also have dual SIM support here on this device. Let's check it out. That's what this unboxing is for, to get to know all its features. And actually, yes, but it doesn't have micro SD expansion, nor does it have a headphone jack connection. Thanks. No HDMI either, but it does have support for an electronic eSIM. Wow, that's cool. Now let's check out its screen. We have a really beautiful display, as we had seen before. It's a 6.59-inch AMOLED screen, measured diagonally. The bezels are practically non-existent, both at the top and bottom. We also have a chassis made entirely of aluminum. Let's see if it's really aluminum, folks. It's sturdy. And then here, we also have the brand new integrated unlocking system. Yeah, there are two options. One is with the fingerprint sensor, and it works well, at least here. Look, it works perfectly. And face unlock also works really well. We also get 120 Hertz refresh rate, and the brightness is actually pretty good, at least here. It shows 3500 nits. Not bad at all, folks. We also have Gorilla Glass 7 eye protection on the screen, but not on the sides, okay? Let's also go into the settings, and here we're going to set the refresh rate to the highest, which is 120 Hertz. Oh, but there's something really nice that I'm noticing now. This is for your eyes, right? It's a protection feature. This means we'll have the option to protect our eyes. We can put it this way. It's visual comfort. This is specifically for use during the nighttime hours, and you'll also get the most optimal level of comfort by automatically adjusting the colors based on the types of apps and the sunrise or sunset times. We can easily schedule it, and here we have the official TÜV Rheinland certification. There's comfort at 3840 Hz PWM, which effectively means anti-flicker protection for your eyes. The human eye can't actually see it, but if you point a camera directly at the screen, you can see it. That's really quite impressive that Xiaomi invested in this technology for us as users. Because seriously, having to wear glasses is just the worst. Well, I guess we just have to get used to it. And we also have a 1.5K resolution. And for watching YouTube, it's really well optimized because we also have HDR10 content, guys. And here you'll be able to see it, a pretty high resolution. And it can even go up to 4K for watching your content on YouTube, Netflix, or any other platform. Let's do a sound test. Taking advantage of this, we have dual speakers with Dolby Atmos Digital. Let's go ahead with that test. Seriously, it sounds really good. And at one point, it even reached 101 decibels. The volume is just insane, guys. And the screen also looks really nice. I really liked that a lot. Even though in the settings we can still tweak some parameters, if we go here to sound and vibration, we have the option to adjust the sound effect and choose whether to use Dolby Atmos Digital or Xiaomi Sound. I leave it on Dolby Atmos Digital, and personally, I'd set it to rock. And that's exactly how I'd leave it. Although, if you have some wired headphones, well, it's kind of redundant because it doesn't allow wired headphones even with an adapter. You have to use a cable no matter what, but now it's digital. And here we can set it to surround sound. That's one thing I didn't like. Well, at least the same thing happens with the Xiaomi 17T Pro and with the Xiaomi 17 Ultra. I don't know why they changed that, damn it. All right, now let's move on to the software section. Here we have a really nice software with all the features we're used to seeing from Xiaomi. And this one also comes with intuitive tools like a compass and even a universal remote control to change the TV. Well, your neighbor's TV too. It comes with HyperOS based on Android 16, but this is really more like 3.0. Why 3.0? Well, for example, it has what they call Dynamic Island. Look, kind of like Apple style, but cheaper. We can close it right here. And then, if we go a bit deeper into the settings, we have artificial intelligence with dynamic wallpapers, AI powered writing, AI creativity assistant, AI voice recognition, AI conversation translation, and AI interpreter, AI subtitles, and so on, all powered by Google Gemini. We also have what's called circle to search, for example, to identify a number, maybe an account number, and that's it. You can save it that way. We also have more connectivity options here. You get NFC to make payments, OTG to connect a keyboard, a flash drive, a mouse, or QuickShare, Android Auto. It has it all, seriously, so I like that. Lock screen, you can lift to wake, double tap anywhere on the screen to turn it on or off, and it has gaze detection, so if you're looking at the screen, it won't turn off. And if you stop looking at the screen, it turns off. I really like that feature. And if we go into apps, here we have the app duplicator. For example, you can duplicate your banking apps with app lock as a security method, or have dual apps like Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp. And if we go to the additional settings section, here we find second space. We have RAM memory extension. In my case, it has 12 plus, but it comes with 12, so it goes up to 24, with the extra being virtual. We have dual user, sync account, work mode, and that's it. That's what this Xiaomi 17T offers in terms of software. Let's ask if it has a proximity sensor. And yes, it does have a proximity sensor, and it works well. I found a small bug in the Xiaomi 17T Pro where when we did this, the screen would kind of close. But this one doesn't, guys. Yeah, the first time we did this, the multitasking feature would close. We have split screens like this and a small window when, for example, it's compatible. And that's it. Now let's move on to the processor, which we already saw at the beginning. It's a MediaTek Dimensity 8500 Ultra with the Mali G700, 20 and a 6500 milliamp battery. This is made of carbon fiber. That's why it's so thin. And just to give you a little taste, a nice first impression, we have Game Turbo. So where are we going to see it? In a gaming test, of course. First impressions, we have enhanced visual effects, improved touch controls, and network boost. That's what we're checking out. This isn't an unboxing. We also have Do Not Disturb. Thank you. You can also cast the screen to a smart TV. We can also do voice changing. And let's go. Oh, look, there are double cut points. If I got paid for doing marketing, I'd already be a millionaire, folks. Done. Get out of here already, man. Move out of the way. And that's it. Here we have the voice modifier. It's available. Let's go to settings. In here, look, it goes all the way up to ultra. And we can unlock 120 FPS. Is that for real? We're going to put it to the test later on. And that's it. That's the section. As for its software, now let's talk about the cameras. We have 3 on the back. And this one is a main sensor with 50 megapixels featuring OIS technology and PDAF autofocus. I'm gonna listen to see if it sounds like rocks, guys. Or to be honest, this one sounds even more like it. So don't worry if this one sounds like a bunch of little rocks. It's normal because of the optical image and video stabilizer. And this other sensor is also 50 megapixels. It's like a magnifying glass. And this is a periscope telephoto lens that goes up to 120 times, so you can spy on your neighbor. And this third sensor is a 12 megapixel ultra wide with a 120-degree field of view. And what you see over here are actually sensors. One is for remote control, and the other, I imagine, is an IR sensor to get autofocus at short distances for objects. And this little hole, let's see if we have it over here. Ah, this one doesn't have a hole like thank you, the Xiaomi 17T Pro. This one doesn't have a hole for video recording. Oh, interesting. We also have the selfie camera here, and this one is 32 megapixels. Well, what can we do here in the camera software? Simple. We have Pro mode, which got an update. Now we can record in lock mode. Oh, that's cool for content creators because here we can add LUTs. And that's cool, folks. Here you can give it your favorite color or add any color you want. In photography, for example, we have 12 megapixels, 50 megapixels, RAW, JPEG, Leica Vibrant, Leica Authentic. This is like Pro mode, so you can adjust the ISO range and white balance. We also have burst mode and a timer. For video, we can record up to 4K at 60 frames per second as the highest quality. 1080p is also available at 30 and 60 frames per second. We also have super macro, teleprompter, and ultra stable at 1080p and 60 frames per second. If we leave it set to 4K, for example, we have ultra wide mode for video recording. And it can reach up to 15 times zoom, just like the 15T Pro. And as for the selfie camera, it's the same. 4K at 30 frames per second. At 1080p, here you do get 60 frames per second. Oh, that's great. We also have a teleprompter, and that's it. For photography, here we have live photos enabled. If we swipe over here, we have automatic HDR. We can change the format, set a timer, or add a watermark. On the back, we have ultra wide mode. Now here comes the good part. You get 1, 2, 5, and 10 times digital zoom, and 120. Imagine that. But watch out, here we have AI to help capture objects at long distances. That is, it can enhance the color or interpret what it's seeing in the end. We also have automatic HDR, super macro, and watermark options. We also have portrait mode, so you can tweak the background blur system like standard, swirling bokeh, soft bokeh, or wide. And here we have two modes, master portrait and Leica portrait. And we also have the vivid mode activated. I'm going to leave it on master portrait. And with the selfie camera, it's the same. You can change how you want the background blur to look. Scrolling down here, automatic HDR is enabled, and we have document mode. And if we swipe up, we get fast motion, slow motion, time lapse, dual video, long exposure, and also panorama. Dual video works like this to create content like this. Wow, how beautiful. Wow. And that's how it works, folks. And that's a wrap for this presentation of the Xiaomi 17T 5G. All right, please let us know in the comments if you want us to do a comparison between the Xiaomi 17T Pro and the 17T. That's normal, but for that, I'd have to do a gaming test on both to see how they perform in terms of frames per second, and also do a comparison of photos and videos. And that's it. We'll leave it here for now. Many thanks to our friends at Phones. See you next time. Subscribe because we'll see each other in the gaming test, and finally in the full review where we'll put the photos and videos to the test, both during the day and at night. That's it.